皆さん、こんにちは。ケイデンです。
私の名前はジェイデン・ゴンザレスと申します。
And today, we are going to be going over the grammar point about desho and darou.
So, deshyou and darou is used to basically give the feeling that something's probably going to happen or you think something probably will happen. Um,
So, an example is in this sentence, Pak-san wa party ni kuru desho. And it's saying Pak-san will probably come to the party. You see desho on the end of
mm,
the sentence there.
mm. For the next sentence, この試験は難しいでしょう. This test will probably be hard. And deshyou again is just to say, oh, I think it will be hard. And then for the next sentence, 明日は雨でしょう. It will probably rain tomorrow.
And a quick note, darou is just the plain or casual form of desho. So you won't hear it at the end of a sentence too often. It's a little less polite. But if you want to use desho in the middle of a sentence, as you'll see later on, you want to use darou for that because that's being used in the actual plain form for that.
Mm-hmm.
And for the conjugations, it's very simple. You just have to follow this chart. And no, I'm kidding. It's very easy actually. For everything is in plain form just about. And so for verbs like taberu, it's taberu desho, tabeta desho, tabenai desho, tabenakatta desho.
Mm-hmm. And for like the not adjectives and nouns, you basically just use the noun or adjective, drop any na or das, and just add desho at the end. Da cannot be used before desho or daro for nouns or not adjectives.
Yeah. The only thing to watch for is if it's past tense, because then it's
Mm-mm-mm.
benri datta desho. But yeah, like Jaden said, if it's present tense or non-past, it's just benri desho. And it's also ungrammatical to use it to describe your own uncertain action in the future. It just doesn't make sense in Japanese. So if you want to say watashi wa kurasu ni iku desho, don't do that. Instead, say watashi wa kurasu ni iku to omoimasu. Iku to omoimasu. So that's I'm thinking of going.
Mhm. Okay. In English, weather forecasts typically use more assertive language. So in our example sentence, it will rain tomorrow. And this is really just to show the difference between like English and Japanese. Uh, in Japanese, they generally try to hedge their bets, if you will. And in this sentence, it says, 明日、東京は雨でしょう. So it will probably be rainy tomorrow in Tokyo.
Another note is desho and daro versus kamoshirenai. So kamoshirenai is another grammar structure we learned to say something might happen. The difference here is desho is a higher probability. So with kamoshirenai or kamoshiremasen, it's likely that the opposite of what's expected may happen. If the opposite happened, it wouldn't be surprising. With desho, you're a little bit more confident, a little bit more certain, but it's still like, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And now we have some example sentences for you.
So on the top right, we have パクさんのフィットはめちゃくちゃ可愛いでしょう. So this is saying Pak-san's fit will probably be super duper cute. um, and then
Back to the top left, it's そのレストランの前にはたくさん人がいますから有名でしょう. So, because there's so many people in front of this restaurant, it's probably famous. 有名でしょ
no. And then if we go back to the right, on the second one on the right, 今日の授業は楽しいだろうと思います. This is using だろう and this in English it means like today's class I think will probably be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then back to the left, we have 多分イバラローサさんのスピーチは面白いでしょう. Or 面白いでしょう. Yeah. Um, so that sentence is saying Ibararosa-san's his speech will probably be interesting. And
Mm.
tabun at the beginning there is a little adverb in Japanese that means probably. So you'll see it at the beginning of the sentence or other places, but it's something that you'll often see paired with desho.
Cool. So if you guys want to take a second to read the rest of the sentences, you can. um, Try to practice using desho and darou. But yeah,
All right. ありがとうございます。
arigatou gozaimasu.